Hi mathematicians. Today our lesson is over calculating profit. Our TEK is 4.10b, calculate profit in a given situation. Let's go ahead and read our learning goal together. Today I am learning how to calculate profit so I can manage my money. I'll know I have it when I can define and identify income, expenses, and profit in a given situation. I can use the formula P profit equals I income minus E expenses to find an unknown variable. Let's go ahead and look at our real world connection. Why do we need to know how to calculate profit? Well, let's use this example of opening a lemonade stand. Let's say you want to open up a lemonade stand to make some extra money this summer. Your parents are worried that once you buy the supplies, you won't actually make any money. Calculating expenses and profit ahead of time will help ease their worries. Or we could say you've just spent the last year creating a robot that is going to solve world hunger. A company offers you $100 for it. You'll need to know how to calculate profit to see if it's worth selling. Lastly, this is coming up soon for you guys. Let's say that your dad gives you an old car. You've been driving this old car and you're finally ready to buy a new one. You'll need to calculate profit to see if you can make any money selling your old car. Let's quickly review our vocabulary before we begin our lesson. Income. This is money that is received. Think of it as money coming in. Income coming in to your bank account. For example, this might be a paycheck for doing a job or just money that people give you as a gift, birthday money, Christmas money. Expenses are payments for goods or services. This is money that is leaving your account. Think of the word expensive. When something's expensive, it's a lot of money, right? And that money is leaving. So this would be like paying bills and buying a toy or a video game. A fixed expense are expenses that stay the same. So this is like rent, mortgage, insurance, phone bills. Every month they cost the same amount. A variable expense are expenses that change. This could be your electric or water bill, groceries. Let's say your car breaks down because it's really old, right? And you need to do maintenance on it. Profit, this is the money that is left after all of your expenses are paid. All right, let's go ahead and jump into our mini lesson for today. So a profit is money that is made after all costs and expenses are paid for. Calculating profit is easy as pie. So P in pie stands for profit. This is the money that's going to be left over. I stands for income. Remember, income is money coming into your bank account, and expenses is the money leaving your account. It's going away. So we take that money that you made, we subtracted the money that went away, and whatever is left over is your profit. So let's use the lemonade stand as an example. Let's say it costs $20.50 to make your stand. It cost another $12.75 for the materials to make and serve your lemonade. So things like lemons, sugar, water, cups to serve the lemonade in. All those materials cost a total of $12.75. This entire week, you sell $50 worth of lemonade. $50! Oh my gosh! But remember, you had to purchase supplies and materials. Those things are expenses. So how can we figure out how much profit you made? We use our formula PI. Profit equals income minus expenses. But before we do that, we have to calculate your total expenses. So you spent $20.50 on the stands and $12.75 on lemonade supplies. So we need to total up these expenses and get a total number for your expenses before we can subtract it from the income that you made. So $20.50 plus $12.75, we're going to make sure to line up our place values. Notice my hundredths are lined up, my tenths are lined up, my ones and my tens are all lined up, and my decimals are lined up. So when I add those up, we get a total of $33.25. Now we can use our formula for profit. So my formula is profit equals income. Remember, you made $50 selling lemonade. That's your income. That's money coming into your pocket. But we have to subtract the expenses, what it cost you. So we're going to go ahead and set up a subtraction problem because those expenses are leaving your income, right? It's money that's leaving your bank account. You don't get to keep that money. So we're going to do $50, which was your income, the total amount of money you made selling lemonade, minus your expenses, $33.25. Notice that my hundredths are lined up, my tenths are lined up, my ones and my tens are all lined up. So we'll begin in our hundredths place. Since I cannot subtract 5 from 0, I'm going to have to borrow. So I can also not borrow from 0, right? If I have nothing, you can't borrow nothing from me. So I have to go next door and borrow from the next place. Well, that place also has 0, so I still cannot borrow. So I'm going to go all the way to the tens place and borrow a 10, leaving me with 4 tens in the tens place. I'm going to give that 10 to the ones place. Now that the ones place has 10, I can borrow one of those 10s, leaving it with 9, and give 10 to the tenths place. Now I can borrow from the tenths place, leaving me with 9, and giving 10 to the hundredths place. Now I can finally start my subtraction problem. So 10 minus 5 equals 5. 9 minus 2 equals 7. 9 minus 3 equals 6, and 4 minus 3 equals 1. That gives me a total profit of $16.75. All right, let's do a quick check for understanding. Izzy is going to make slime. The glue cost $1.75. The jar will cost 60 cents. Coloring will cost 35 cents. And she will sell the jar of slime for $5. What are the expenses in the problem, and what is her income? So let's do this. Let's either circle or color in red the expenses, and let's put a square or color in green around the income, or you can just write them down separately. Go ahead and pause your video and get your answer. So Izzy's expenses are highlighted in red, so she had to pay for the glue, she had to pay for the jar, and she had to pay for the coloring. Those are expenses. That's money that left her account. Her income, the money that she made selling the slime, is $5. Now we need to figure out what her total expenses are. So we know what her expenses are, but we need to find a total number of expenses before we can set up our formula for profit. So how much are her total expenses? Go ahead and pause your video and don't forget to line up your place values. So her total expenses are $2.70. Now let's figure out how much profit Izzy will make selling the jar of slime. Remember, profit is easy as pie. Profit equals income minus expenses. Okay, so her profit was $5. Her expenses were $2.70, leaving her with a profit of $2.30. Great job today, guys. I'll see you in just a minute for our guided practice.